when Patla came in 2004, the voters were very excited. There was a euphoria, and they gave him the mandate wholesale. And then this election, we see a desertion. What lessons have you learned from the Patla's or BN's journey in that voters can change their minds just like that in an instant?
I would reiterate my firm belief. You must have the trust and the confidence and the wisdom of the masses. You see, working with professionals and elites, including political elites, academics, they're very cynical with the entire political process. That's why very few, hardly any, would even agree with us when we say, look, people cannot be duped for far too long. You must believe in them. And I was appealing to them, many academics and elites, to support, but they say, no, it's not realistic, because UMNO's too strong. They have the entire missionary funds, etc. But I said to the country, look, you must have the confidence in that people can choose to be wise. Okay? And yes, I think in a way they were right in making a decision, supporting Prime Minister Abdullah Badawi in 2004. I was in jail at that time. And because he made, initially the correct pronouncements. Very difficult for people to fault him on his pronouncements on anti-corruption drive, on governance, independent judiciary, economic justice. Yes, I will listen. All these pious platitudes. But then 1 year, give him a chance. 1 year is too soon. 2 years, 3 years. After the fourth year, we say, look, you don't deliver. So what have I learned? I should have learned by now. The 6 years in solitary confinement is also a blessing in the sense that you can reflect, you can think, you can meditate, you can read. There's a lot of introspection in the process. It's sad. It's not something that I rejoice talking about it. It's a very painful experience. There's so much cruelty, injustice inflicted on me and my family. But on hindsight, yes, we all learn from the process, and we have to move on. Now, what have I learned? Which you learn, people can give so much affection. They can cry for you. They can show much of affection. They can, think kisses, but never take them for granted. They may not be holding PhDs in the villages, but they are wise in their own way. So we have to hold this principle very clear now, which means going through the state governments that we hold must be clean, must not be corrupt. We must ensure that they work hard and deliver their promises. Yes, mistakes on the way, they can be easily forgiven, but not by absconding funds, stealing and betraying the trust. There are different issues. Some, they are not as articulate, they make some, I should say, faulty statements, or not well articulated, or not well discussed or deliberated. Yes, but I believe these things are, temporary, they can be forgiven. People finally test you on your credibility, on the fact that you deliver your promises. And that is why I think, not that I should say that leaders should all be jailed, but now that you've gone through, I know, as a politician, people remain cynical in some ways, particularly journalists, for sometimes for the right reasons, because you meet so many people, you hear so many of these lofty talks about ideals, etc. But even in my experience, the last election, jail and campaigning in the last election, you see people are so genuine, placing so much hope, Malays, Indians, Chinese, looking at you and kissing you, hugging you, crying, I mean, it's just, I mean, you can't betray them. I hope, you know. This is not politics to me. It's beyond politics, and this is what the many politicians, including my old colleagues, doesn't seem to understand. You know, there is a limit to a political game. You know, I thank God that I've surpassed that. It's beyond the game. Get it fair. You'll deliver. You can't, you have tried. But one thing I hold dear in my heart, that I know for a fact that not only as a matter of personal vindication, the fact that I've been totally vindicated by the people, not by this corrupt court, but by, I mean, and you can sense the hope, the affection they show. Yeah, a few still have extreme hatred towards me. I don't deny that. I mean, you can campaign Anwar's betray as a betrayer to his Malays, the Malays and the Muslims, and his running dog of the Jews, or now agent of the Chinese. But I think it is just a small minority. But overall, I saw that in their eyes, and I think it is it's very, very sentimental. I can still picture some of these faces. Really, people looking and just hoping, drenched in the rain, you know, either in Pantai Dalam or in Penang, you know, where there's huge Chinese crowd, or you go to near Merbok, a group of thousands of Indians, or you go to Machang, this 20,000-30,000, I don't know, Malays. You can see them in their eyes. You just, you know, okay, they listen, not enchanted by your eloquence, but you can see through your eyes. You know, look, this guy is promising us something, and I think we can trust him.
Datuk Seri, sekiranya berlaku keadaan di mana Datuk Seri berada dalam parlimen sebagai seorang member of parlimen, dan Pakatan Rakyat menjadi majoriti dalam parlimen, adakah semestinya Datuk Seri yang jadi Perdana Menteri ataupun ketua-ketua parti komponen yang lain yang mempunyai peluang untuk jadi Perdana Menteri? Dan following on to that, is Pakatan Rakyat open to seorang Perdana Menteri yang bukan Melayu?
Soal siapa yang dicalonkan sebagai Perdana Menteri setakat ini adalah lebih kurang konsensus, tapi belum diputuskan secara muktamad dan belum diumumkan dan belum tiba waktunya. Dan oleh itu saya tidak mau terlalu laju ke situ. Walaupun secara umum saya tak maulah nampak berdolak dalih di sini. Memang secara umumnya nampaknya ada kesediaan dari teman-teman kita untuk mendukung. Tetapi kita juga katakan bahawa jangan kita terlalu cepat pengumumannya, kerana kita masih ada waktu. Dan sekiranya kita benar ada majoriti yang kuat, sekadar simple majority itu isu gampang, kata istilah Indonesia. Enggak, kita sudah hampir ke situ, jadi bukan jadi masalah. Tapi saya tidak, kalau saya diamanahkan bersama teman-teman, saya tidak memilih untuk terburu-buru, kerana saya tidak mahu memimpin satu kerajaan yang terlalu rapuh. Saya mahu memilih untuk memimpin kerajaan yang agak tegak, supaya dasar dan program kita janjikan kepada rakyat dapat kita laksanakan dengan baik, dan supaya tidak cacat nantinya dengan segala tuduhan rasuah, salah guna kuasa. Soalan sama ada apakah ada kesediaan dari pihak kami untuk menerima bukan Melayu sebagai Perdana Menteri. Pada hemat saya, pada peringkat sekarang, sama ada ketentuan dalam undang perlembagaan ataupun kedudukan majoriti Bumi Putra, maka kecenderungannya yang saya lihat, termasuk dari teman-teman saya Melayu, China dan India, mereka tidak persoalkan ini. Jadi yang kita banyak persoalkan, yang dituntut oleh masyarakat minoriti termasuk China di India dan Iban Kadazan dan ialah soal mereka dipinggirkan. Dia bukan marah Melayu Perdana Menteri, dia marah janganlah hak dia, terutama yang miskin itu dipinggirkan. Janganlah dia setelah 50 tahun masih dianggap sebagai ya kadang-kadang sama, kadang-kadang kelas 2, atau orang India bilang menyebut kelas 3. Saya sebut orang Melayu yang miskin pun banyak yang kelas 3. Jadi oleh demikian kita harus saya ingat maju ke depan dalam keadaan sekarang lebih baik dari segi kestabilan politik, dari segi kesinambungan, supaya seorang Melayu itu Bumi Putra yang menjadi Perdana Menteri. Dan kalau keadaan di masa depan berubah, pemikiran kita sudah lebih terbuka, itu terserah kepada kebijaksanaan masyarakat. Dia pada prinsipnya, hukumnya tidak harus larang. Rakyat Malaysia punya hak. Dan kita lihat umpamanya perkembangan dan orang mengikuti perkembangan Barack Obama di Amerika Syarikat. Dan ini membuka mata ramai orang bahawa harus sampai ketika di mana keadaan lebih terbuka dan memilih orang yang dianggap paling baik dari kita. Tetapi hal ini oleh kerana ia sensitif, ia harus dijelaskan dengan bijak dan tidak bergapah-gapah. Kenyataan saya ini bukan sekadar nak menyenangkan 2-30 puak liberal Kuala Lumpur. Dia harus diterima baik oleh semua, dan saya anggap keseluruhannya mahukan kestabilan, kesinambungan, maknanya untuk ketika singkat ke depan ini biarlah pimpinannya Melayu dan Bumi Putra, dan kemudian kita kembang, tapi dengan syarat dengan syarat bahawa Melayu dan Bumi Putra itu punyai orang Melayu, budayanya Melayu, dia beragama Islam, itu tidak dipersoalkan, tetapi mestilah ada wawasan Malaysia yang jelas. Dan Malaysian Vision itu dalam arti kata hentikan semua ketidakadilan sosioekonomi yang berlaku, berikan hak yang sama, dan anggap anak-anak kita semuanya, anak Melayu, anak Cina, anak India itu sebagai anak kita, baru boleh selamat. Dalam kempen saya sebut kita harus sampai setelah ke tahap setelah 50 tahun untuk menganggap anak Melayu itu anak saya, anak Cina anak saya, anak India anak saya, barulah sampai saya ingat negara Malaysia yang lebih matang.